Visitors to this museum are asked to fill a cup with water, to put a bandage on their finger, and to find a crosswalk in the middle of the street. These tasks, seemingly simple and pitch black, can be challenging. While at the exhibit, visitors can get a brief taste of what it's like to be blind. It's really very difficult when you enter the museum and it's totally dark here. You stretch your hand and you understand that you can't see it. You just follow the sound and complete the tasks this way. Blind guides help visitors to orient themselves in the museum. According to Leonida, one of the museum guides, a human being perceives 80% of information visually. When you don't see anything, the other senses step in more.
You can hear people talking to each other, and when they start talking, somebody touches somebody else and they apologize, like, oops, that was me. And they said, let's quit saying that was me, let's call each other by name, because it seems that people do not remember each other by their voices.
Visitors can check their ability to survive without sight in simulated environments which represent typical situations at home, on the street, or at the store. Also, you can get acquainted with works of art, without seeing them, of course. The Invisible exhibition showcases sculptures, scale models of buildings, and even reproductions of paintings. For some, it was hard to recognize the landmark Kiev Golden Gates by touch. I thought that it would be easier. It's really hard, in fact. You can feel the scale, but it's actually very difficult. Many of the scenarios in the museum were developed by blind people. They wanted to show some of the many obstacles they face at home and on the street, although not every idea could be used.
We placed a couple of safe obstacles which can be found, but there were all sorts of ideas like puddles, hatches, and so on, which we did not implement because they're just dangerous.
After 90 minutes at the museum, some visitors say that not only did they experience new sensations, but they felt more mindful about the experiences of the blind.
There are things that we began to notice. For example, the vehicle is parked, and here Irina says it is parked on the road. In most cases, people tend to park on the sidewalk. It's bad for blind people, and I think about that every time now when I'm parking my car. After you come out of darkness into the light, you begin to understand and appreciate what you have, like you have eyesight, and you take it for granted. But here you really understand what you lose when you can't see anything.
The founders of the museum hope their exhibition will raise awareness about adapting the urban infrastructure to the needs of blind people.